Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's the football podcast. You can't see the forest for the teas. We're a man down this week, but no less content. Well, that's not true. There is less content, but you know, the bulk of it's still there at least. If you are listening to this currently and you haven't checked us out over on our YouTube channel, please jump over and have a look. This one will have a video, so you know, something to look at. So here we go. This is Cookiecast. You can't see the forest for the teas. Oh, nice to get just in time. Oh, probably not for that guy. Oh, that sounds lovely. Lovely.
Are we on?
We're on.
Oh, gosh.
Let me get the book. So
I'm not allowed on my phone today. Rule number one.
That's not my book. You're not allowed on your phone. You got a phone ban.
This is going to go really badly if I'm not allowed my phone.
You're not allowed your phone. Use your phone if you want.
Good, because I will need to recall what happened at the weekend.
Yeah?
At Paul's?
No.
On
So where's
plan.
that gone? It's already gone horribly wrong.
So did we have... Oh, we'll get to things in a minute. So I'm forced to do the intro now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
So welcome to another instalment of You Can't See the Forest for the Teas. Absolutely no idea what volume number this is. I'll just say...
I can tell you if you want.
Can I just go like 22?
I think it's higher than that.
I don't know.
I think it might be 25. Season
Alright.
2 as well.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the old...
Well, I'll cover my mouth so you can dub me later on. And they'll never know.
25.
Yeah.
Seamless.
Yeah. And I think this is the... Is this the third time Paul has no-showed? Because I've done one on my own before.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one though, do we?
And then I did one with... Then we got Stu in one.
Stu was in one when Paul was off.
Yeah.
Killing wrestlers, no doubt.
Hey?
Assassinating wrestlers. That's what Paul does.
I don't recognise that reference.
It's a wrestling in joke.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, he's not here, he's poorly. Am I allowed to say what he's got?
I don't think you can say AIDS. I think
No.
it has to be
Not this week.
like HIV.
Well, Thomas told me, and obviously it is
The gospel.
fact. He is,
The gospel
he is
of God.
legit got
Thomas Good.
pink eye.
The South Park version or
Is that where it's...
zombies?
Oh no. I was like, is that where it's like a little bit of shit rather than just a fart?
Oh, Paul's not here.
Yeah. So you just stuck with me, and I'm
me.
not Paul. He will remember loads more stuff than me. And I've been given guidance. I'm not allowed to use my phone anymore.
Why aren't you allowed to use your phone?
Because it's in the rules of podcasting, apparently, isn't it? Isn't that a thing? Don't use your phone, although it's already beeped. Which was disappointing.
There is a thing about,
Yeah.
but
I should be
as soon
prepared.
as it's just you.
I should be prepared.
Well, I'm getting all the scores and stuff.
Alright, okay. Right.
We went the right way on that Not Forest game, didn't we? No, we didn't. In case you're wondering, James, no.
Did we only have the weekend games to do?
Only the
There was no
weekend
midweeker
games.
last week, was there? Or had we already done them as part of another?
It was FAC.
Yeah.
There was more FAC.
Yeah, well that was last night. Stroke tonight. Stroke tomorrow. Depending on what day this goes out. There's things happening.
This will go on Friday.
Yeah.
Let's go with Friday.
Right, okay. Well, there was some games last night anyway. I don't think anything particularly exciting happened. Liverpool won. So this is like me broadly going into last week in football. So Liverpool had a. You might have heard us talk about it last podcast. Liverpool managed to draw with Shrewsbury, depending on which way you're from.
Part of the country you're on.
Yeah. 2-0 up, and ended up drawing 2-2, I think, from memory. So they had a replay, which was last night, and Klopp didn't want to play any of the first team. So he was like, I think he wanted to commit to the Premier League season break or whatever they're going to call it now.
Yeah.
Like this 14 days off. So he essentially played the youth team, and everyone got a bit upset that it was like disrespecting the FA Cup. But they won. And I didn't watch the game. I'll come to why I didn't watch the game. They apparently dominated possession, won the game with an own goal, to be fair, and in front of quite a lot of people inside Anfield, I think it was. So they were saying, where's the disrespect? They've played a team that have beaten a team in front of a load of people and through to the next round.
Mm-hmm.
He's done all right. Now, I don't know if this is linked to it, but there's apparently no TV coverage of that game. You could only go and watch it at the stadium. Now, I don't know if that's just the thing, and it was never going to be, or whether that's part of, them saying, well, if you're not going to take it seriously, we're not going to televise it. I'm not sure. This is where Paul would know more. But that's that one. And I can't really think on what's happened.
Midweek game.
Yeah, we did have. Well, it was the transfer window ending, wasn't it? We've not had one since the transfer window because we did this last week.
So we did it before
The transfer window, but
closed.
I don't know really what happened.
Well, we were out, and you were saying about it closing, and I asked if how it affected the borough
Oh, well, yeah, specific to the borough, I think.
and your boys.
I don't know. Yeah, I forget what was in last week's one, to be honest. But Borough got Ravel Morrison.
And is that a good or a bad thing?
Oh, he's had a lot of clubs, and I don't know if you call him successful at any of them. But I think Sheffield United took him on after a trial at the start of the season. I think he'd been playing outside of the country.
Okay.
And now he's at Borough. Says that. They might have signed other people. Oh, I've just remembered who scored Borough's goal now as well. I don't even have to look that one up. I can't remember who else Borough got, if I'm honest. I don't really.
At the time,
Paul's
you
here to
said
care about Borough.
that one person.
Yeah. Forest got some guy called Nuno. I think we talked about that one because that wasn't on the transfer deadline day.
No, that was before.
No. Recalled a couple from loan where we're out on loan. Sent a couple away. Pantilimons. Now playing for some Cypriot team, I think. No, not much happened really. And in terms of bigger transfers, Ericsson left Tottenham. His replacement,
Yeah.
come in, took his number, scored a goal.
Oof. Way to do it, innit?
Against City.
City.
Lost again.
Again.
Yeah, I know. What else happened? Oh, well, Man United signed or loaned. Is it Igalo or Igalo? Ighalo, anyway. I think he's not exactly I don't know what you call a premier signing, but
No.
there seems to be a lot of internet talk about how that Man United just can't attract decent players anymore.
They've been struggling for a while.
Yeah.
Is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're not the best.
I feel like he's going to get his own segment now. But Haaland scored again for Dortmund. So I don't know if you'll remember this. So he signed. Man United tried to get him, but he signed for Dortmund. First game, come on as a second half sub, got an hat-trick. Second game, I didn't realise at the time he'd come on a sub again and got 2. So he started his first game this weekend and got a goal. So he's now got 6 goals in, I think it's like
3 games.
Yeah, it's like less than 180 minutes or something. It's ridiculous. So I think someone had worked out that if you played at that ratio or something, if you'd have played for the whole season, as in 90 minutes every game, he'd be on for 211 goals or something like that. The current strike rate.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Good on him.
Yeah, he's done good.
Get them goals. What is the deal with the VAR?
Don't really know.
I saw something on, I want to say Sky News last night.
Yeah.
And it was like, VAR! And then some controversy around,
I don't know
is
if
it a goal, is it not a goal or something?
I don't know if it's controversy. I think, again, this is where he follows football a lot more than me. I think the Premier League have come out and now admitted improvements need to be made. I think they've...
Is that the way they're wording
something
it?
like that, yeah.
All right.
So I don't think... I don't know if there's been any specific incident. There was something around should Sterling have been sent off at the weekend, but I didn't watch the game. He did a bit of a ropey foul on Dele Alli, I think.
There was... Like I say, I mean, obviously, I saw it in the gym, and I was 30 feet away from the TV. So, like I say,
good eyes.
VAR is like, fills the whole screen, and then I saw a goal, a ref, there was subtitles, and it was something about should it have been a goal or not a goal, and then should it have been a foul or not a foul or something, and then they're using the VAR, but they're not using it correctly, and it's not, obviously we've said for a while, it's not consistent, so it's kind of a detriment rather than...
I think, again, I don't know what's prompted it to be in the news this week. I think my excuse is didn't know I'd be doing this on my own at the time, and spent all Saturday. I didn't watch any football this weekend.
Why is it?
Because I worked on Saturday, then went straight out into town, catching coronavirus, and spreading it all around you lot on Saturday night playing poker. Yeah.
And I don't want to be that guy, but did you see today that another person's been hospitalised by people in hazmat suits down the road? What
can you, I mean, this is a football. What can you do though? What you gonna do? Just stay inside forever, just in case.
Yeah, a bit like that film where they put like the plastic all over the house, stayed indoors, and that was the whole plan. And then it turned out that was actually the opposite that they should have done, and anybody that was in the house.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I didn't watch any football this weekend because I was a bit busy.
Winning poker.
Won poker, runner up in NFL. All the coin this week.
All that wedge.
Yeah.
Do right.
Yeah. So. I think historically what people seem to be thinking with the VAR is
do it properly or not at all.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily always the issue with the decision that the cameras are making. It's just highlighted that some of the laws are a bit either ropey, wishy-washy, whatever you want to say.
I know you have issues when I do this, but it probably needs to go down the route of the NFL. The NFL is blanketed with cameras. They have Sky Cam, Pylon Cam, they have cameras for absolutely everything. And if a decision needs to be made, the ref will go, look at a monitor, and he can sort of call up to the box and stuff and be like, rewind that, play it back, give me another angle, and then, when he makes a decision, it is the single most informed decision anybody will ever make because he's seen it from a multitude of angles and has the right answer.
So there's 3 parts I can pick out of that. Number 1, I think, honestly, there's enough cameras in the actual Premier League stadiums. I think that they are getting a decent enough view. Maybe they could be better, like higher res or better frame rate or something, so when they flick from frame to frame, it's clear.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have said that. Because, like, you know, you're supposed to do it from when the ball's played through on an offside. But frame to frame, you're like, at what point, which frame is it where the ball's left his foot? So that's a bit unclear. But I think there's enough cameras, maybe the quality of the cameras. Then number 2, I don't, again, this is opinion, I don't know whether the refs aren't allowed to look at the camera or they just choose not to. Because when you look at it in like international games or European games, you see the ref go over and have a little look at the camera. It just doesn't happen in the Premier League. But I don't know if that's a directive, a law, they just choose not to.
It'll be a time thing.
But they do it in other football games. They do it in international games, they do it in European games. I don't know. They might do it in the Spanish League or the German League, who knows. So there's that. And then third, I don't know how NFL works, but I can liken it to rugby. I watch a bit of rugby. The refs are mic'd up in that. And when they go for a decision, they're like, play it back to me. And then he's like talking, but you as the audience at home, probably not going to get it in the stadium, but at least the audience at home or whatever, you hear what the ref's saying, you hear the logic or the rationale to how they've made the decision.
You don't get that.
In NFL.
You get the decision is mic'd. So he will walk out into a position in the field where the camera's right on him. He'll flick his microphone on. He'll be like, after review, the ruling on the pitch stands, or after review, it was the right choice to question it and it's been overturned. What you get as a spectator, probably more sitting at home, but you'll still get it on the big screens in the stadium and stuff, is they'll play all the angles.
Yeah.
So that the crowd, the audience or whatever, is on side with that decision. There was one in the Super Bowl and they were like, that's touchdown, no problems, everybody's happy, walk away from it. They're like, it's under review.
I saw one of those. Was that just before the end of the second quarter?
Yeah, and they were like...
I watched it twice.
And they showed the player, so they were obviously filming it.
It was whether he caught it and then whether he ran out of bounds before he got full control.
So they were showing the player when they showed it on the big screen and the player was like, crap. Because even he was like, I wasn't in on that one.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So everybody's on board. So when that guy walks out and goes, this is the decision, everyone's like, that's the right decision. Because you've seen it with your own eyes.
Yeah. As I said, I think the extra bit in rugby is that they can hear the conversation that the ref has with the fourth official or whoever it is that's helping him. Because he's like, right, okay, so my decision process is I just need to check whether it's, first of all, a high tackle, where, whatever it is. And he just goes through ticking those boxes off. Yeah. And that's kind of how they do it in cricket as well. But cricket and rugby seem to have natural stops, and I guess NFL does, well, it has lots of stops.
Lots of stops.
I don't know if people want football to go that route.
That's probably the issue. I imagine...
But it is still going that route where every time there's a goal, no one wants to celebrate because you're like, you have to go through the review, and I'll look right tit if it's not.
I imagine that certainly English fans don't want to have to sit around. They love to celebrate. Oh, it's a goal. Oh, it was offside. But they have the celebrations. They also don't want to be stood there like.
Yeah.
And 90 minutes of football, anywhere like up to maybe 10 minutes of stoppage time, that would go up drastically.
Well, I mean, don't get me in stoppage time, that's another story. But could sit here talking about it literally for weeks.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. If you want the excitement and to a degree the inconsistency of a bad decision that makes football dramatic, accept that you're going to have some mistakes.
Yeah.
Or if you want it being
the precision of it,
then you're going to have to accept delays.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why they've gone through this VAR thing is because there's so much money riding on these decisions now.
Yeah. Money talks.
That they've got to get it right, I think. I think that's what it is, but I say, probably, Mr. Williams was sat and listening to this, going,
screaming.
What is he talking about?
You know nothing.
Jon Snow.
Shall we?
Results.
Is there anything else from last week?
No. Well, there's probably loads last week. I think there's probably loads of transfer stuff that I'm not thinking about, but whatever.
Shall we talk about the score fest? The points fest, some might say, of last week's games. First up, we've got Birmingham versus Nottingham Forest. Now, I know you're a man that likes to look back and sort of say, what did you pick, or what did I pick, or what did Paul pick for that game? Do you remember what you picked?
I want to say 2-0 to Forest.
You did say 2-0 to Forest, James. That's correct. Yeah. Do you want to guess what Paul picked? That's right. It was a 2-0 to Forest.
Did he?
Do you want a little guess what?
Did we all go 2-0 to Forest?
That's right, James. We all went 2-0 to Forest. So imagine my surprise when I looked.
Do you know what? They scored nice and early. It was all looking good. I think. He took the lead, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At least you might get a point here, based on who I know scored. Did you not go for him? Oh, no. No, I'm thinking wrong. It wasn't Joe, was it?
No.
It was... Now, have you checked it from Sky?
No, I've checked it from the BBC.
Oh, okay. Because if you checked it on Sky, I don't know what the BBC show is.
This is
absolutely not his name. Yeah, it was Thiago Silva that scored.
And that's the name I've got here for the one goal that Nottingham Forest scored. Birmingham, on the other hand, they scored 2 goals.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed.
So am I. As previously mentioned, everybody in the room went 2-0 Forest.
Yeah.
So obviously no points there. Also, because when you're going 2-0, you've got the goal scorers. Also, there was the fact that we all went very similar on the goal scorers.
Grabbing and other, I guess.
Yeah, a couple of grabber lollies and a grab 'em twice. So a royal 0 points.
Balls up.
Absolutely
Balls up.
No points. Should we talk about Middlesbrough returning to form? Middlesbrough went up against Blackburn. And they were like, we haven't had a draw in a while, have we? So 1-1. Yeah. Got yourself a little point there, James.
Did I go 0-0?
Yes, you did. Yeah. So, unfortunately, that does mean that you're not going to get any more points because you've got no goal scorers.
I'd be surprised if either of you two got points from goal scorers.
Oh, I mean, I've got all the points. Paul, on the other hand, he didn't get any points either.
So what did Paul go for?
2-1 to Middlesbrough.
Now, I imagine that he probably went with Danny Graham returning. Oh, hang on, Alexander maybe. I don't know. Who did he go for a goal? I remember you went straight down.
I did.
Who did he go?
For Borough.
For Blackburn.
For Blackburn, you were correct. Armstrong,
yeah. I can't remember what you went for Borough, but I absolutely guarantee it wasn't Coulson.
It was not Coulson. So, of all 6 score predictions...
Wait, hang on. Have I won with a point?
Of all possible goal scorers,
Yeah.
of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 possible goal scorers, you have won this week, James, with a grand total of 1.
Well done, Borough.
Well done, everybody. The bank balance is definitely taking a hit this season.
Yeah, so a bit disappointed with that result.
Which one?
The
Forest one, obviously.
The Forest result was a bit ropey because we'd moved ourselves into a good position by beating Brentford. And I don't know if you've looked at the score predictions for this week coming.
Oh, I have.
Yeah,
and
I know.
what I find quite interesting is we've got some close together games. We've got Saturday and Tuesday.
Yeah, I think there's some Tuesday games.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
In fairness, Forest have still got, as I see it, and this is maybe a bit blinkered, the outcome of the league, I think, is honestly in Forest's hands. I only say that
to lose.
because we played Brentford. We beat them.
Mm-hmm.
They were up there with us. Now Birmingham was supposed to be a gimme. Mm. Then we've got Leeds coming up. Yeah. And then I think, from memory, I don't know if you're up it now, is it someone like Charlton or something?
It is exactly Charlton.
Who are down at the bottom, so that should be a gimme. And then, after Charlton,
yeah.
I've got a feeling, obviously when we're going this far, I've got a feeling we've got West Brom, which are right up at the top as well. And I think we've still got a Fulham game to come. We've still there's a lot of games in our hands. And then just to put that in a bit of perspective before we get to the predictions this week. Last week, Leeds won, but then this week lost. Yeah.
Well done, Leeds.
And West Brom have flicked through. So, as it stands, I still class us third, although I think Fulham went above us now. But we've all taken a win and a loss in the last 3 weeks. So it's like in the last couple of weeks. So it's like we've held station. So no one's getting... Well, I mean, Leeds are still a bit away from us. But, yeah, I'm still hopeful.
How hopeful, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But first, we need to talk about Middlesbrough's.
Yeah, because that's first, because the Forest game, I believe, is the televised late kickoff, isn't it?
Oh, really? Middlesbrough are not quite having Forest sloppy seconds. There's more like a sloppy thirds. Middlesbrough are going up against Brentford on Saturday.
Where is it?
Now then.
I know, because normally the first one you write is the home team, but I know you're probably stuck in NFL world or whatever, or the whole of American sports, where for some reason I have to go so and so at the so and so.
Going to, but with the football, it's the other way round.
It's the home team first, always, yeah, as it should be.
So the home team in that situation would be Brentford.
Yeah. Do you want me to just check?
But that would also mean Middlesbrough's Tuesday game is also away.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Brentford because at one point me and Paul and Lewis were talking about going to Griffin Park to watch.
Are Forest at home on Saturday?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because it will.
I don't think so.
Then it's the other way around.
Let me have a look.
Super confusing. Again, Paul's screaming at the.
Because he would just know this shit off the top of his head. So Forest are at home.
Right, so that's
and Brentford are at home.
There. So
I've confused the situation.
I might start writing down Home and Away. The TV show. As always, Paul, send us your predictions for this and I'll write you in the book, as long as it is before kick-off on Saturday. Also, let me know if you're doing the bets or if you want me to do the bets.
I love how you think he's actually going to watch this.
He absolutely will.
Yeah. See how much we've slated him.
There'll be that, and he'll want to see how much you got wrong.
I get a lot wrong.
He'll be like, oh, James. Oh, James, you got it wrong.
Well, if you're not happy with me, replace me.
What are you thinking, Brentford Middlesbrough? Because I know what I'm thinking.
I'm going to go 3-1 to Brentford.
Okay.
Now, because Brentford have an excellent goal difference, they score some goals.
No.
I'm going to have to look at... See, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon of against Hull. Oh, yeah. So Brentford spanked Hull 5-1.
They did.
Away at the weekend.
Yeah, they did.
And someone got a hat-trick. It stands to reason I think he's going to score.
He is. A hat-trick.
But his name was not Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins will be one of my goals.
Okay.
But let me just go back and have a look at this outrageous scorer. Ben Rama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get one.
Just one.
I've run out of Brentford players, so let's put him down for 2. And Borough are going to get a goal.
And who will score that goal?
I don't know how much this... Right, so if we imagine by the time this goes out, Paul's listening right now.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be like, who is he going to go for?
He's going to be like...
Is it going to be a striker?
No.
Is it going to be...
A left back.
It's not going to be a left back. But I think in recent weeks, the left back and the right back have now scored. I will go with... Tavernier.
Ooh.
This is where he's like, absolutely isn't even playing.
Yeah. I have even less faith in the Borough than you do. Because he's not in the room, so I don't have to give him a goal.
You don't have to give him a goal. Yeah, I don't know why I've done that.
As I have no knowledge of Brentford football players, I've gone with 2-0. I think they're going to get absolutely spanked.
Let me guess. 1 for Watkins and 1 for Ben Rama.
Well, maybe.
I can give you. I can look up some other Brentford players if you want to jump.
I'll just do that. Which brings us swiftly to Nottingham Forest versus Scum.
Well, you can go first on this one.
I can go
now
first.
because I really don't know what I think about this game, and I think it might just be a prediction with the. I just hope this happens rather than this is what's going to happen. What I will say, and I've been saying this for a few weeks now, is, and again it was proved true at Birmingham, and it's a ridiculous thing. We play a lot better when we don't have the ball. So we tend to get results against the higher up teams that can play a bit. I don't know if that's enough to convince you. You know I'm going to go for a Forest win. But I don't know whether... honestly, I don't know whether that's foolish.
I think it is, I'm afraid. I don't think it's outside the realms of possibility that Forest will get a goal. Unfortunately, I think that the Scum will get an additional goal.
Ooh. 1-2.
Now then, obviously, he's working towards those 60 goals. So, he's definitely going to be getting one. Apparently I can't spell anymore. Is it Bamford?
Bamford is currently playing for Leeds.
Is he still playing for Leeds? Because I thought he was up for transfer.
No, he's there. I think Bamford got a couple at the weekend.
Well, unfortunately.
No, not at the weekend because they lost 1-0. Did he get a couple in the previous game?
He is going to get a couple in this game.
Yeah, I think he got 2 last week anyway.
Yeah, he's getting 2 in that one as well. So, 3-1 Forest.
3-2.
Okay. Your Nottingham Forest goal scorers, other than Grabham, are...
Obviously, Lewis is getting one.
Or is he getting...
No, Lolly. And I'll go for... No, Sammy Oruka. Ballon d'Or. We'll go with Ben Watson.
And your Leeds goal scorers?
I think Bamford's a good shout. And I think he plays fairly regularly at Hernandez. And this is going to be the game where their new striker comes and scores some goals. Jean August. Someone, I think. We'll see.
Is that an additional production?
No.
So, going to take on the Leeds boys at home, and then 3 days later,
Charlton.
you're going to be taking on Charlton. Admittedly, at home, you're not as lucky as the Borough, who have to traipse around the country, not getting any goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nottingham Forest versus Charlton on Tuesday. I will pick up the slack here.
Oh, we won't be podcasting next Tuesday.
Okay.
I've just realised who Borough are playing, and I think that's earmarked as a game we're going to go to.
Going to go to Wigan.
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, I think in this game it's going to be a different story.
Right.
2 of the finest Nottingham Forest goals are going to decimate Charlton.
Good.
With 0 goals. No surprises. Grabs is going to be like, I know I had a goal on Saturday, but I love goals.
He does love goals. I wish he loved them a bit more.
You know,
don't get me wrong, but
you know who else loves goals? Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph loves goals. He should have a T-shirt that says Joseph loves goals.
Yeah.
So 2-0.
I don't think you've really pushed yourself out your comfort zone with that prediction there.
No. I was like, oh, maybe I'll pick somebody else. So,
but they're the only 2 that ever score goals, so
yeah.
why would you not pick them?
And Cash ain't an option anymore. So.
No, Cash stayed in the end.
Did he?
He did, yeah.
Matty, come on. Talk to me. 3-0? 4-0? 5-0? 5-1?
I'd love to say 3-0, and I still might.
But
Right, my reasoning for us beating Leeds and doing well against some of the bigger teams is that...
It's because you're going to lose against Charlton.
Yeah, well, we basically just... No. We're not good when we're supposed to win, and when we should sit on a load of possession. But... See, the thing is, Charlton aren't awful, but they are lower than currently Birmingham are. But we have, when I look at like the people who are below Charlton, we lost to Huddersfield who are below Charlton, we lost to Wigan who are below Charlton.
Oh dear. Uh-oh.
I will go 2-1 to Forest. And that's very negative for me because normally on a homer it's a 3-0.
Yeah, you'd be goal heavy on that one. Grabs.
You can't look past him, can you?
No, can't see anywhere past him. He's still on track for them 60.
And I think maybe one will come from the back.
How far back?
I'm going to go with Figueiredo. I'm hoping like a set piece header or something there from the centre back.
Really?
For Charlton, I hope he's still banging in the goals. We'll go for Taylor. So again, where Paul will be like, did an ACL like 3 weeks ago, or what? I don't know. But...
It's on ACL like for the season. Lovely. And our final Tuesday game, which apparently you'll be at, is...
I think that's still the plan, yeah.
Is Wigan versus Middlesbrough. What are you thinking on this one?
I'm thinking it could be a dull 0-0.
I'm honest, I'm not far behind you on that.
I'll go 0-0.
He's not in the room, so you don't have to give him any goals.
Yeah. I feel like I should give him some goals because I'll be there. But no, 0-0.
Whilst I write down my prediction, can you look up somebody who plays, unless you know someone who plays for Wigan?
I think Dean Windass is son, but is it Josh Windass as a scorer for them? But well,
that rings a bell. I have gone very.
You're giving
similar,
Wigan a goal.
Very similar. 1-1.
1-1. Well, let me see. What I can do is I can see what Wigan did at the weekend. Although was that, and now I've got a feeling was it Wigan at the weekend against Leeds?
Oh dear.
And if it was, I can't help you. Yeah, so Wigan did beat Leeds at the weekend, but they did it with an own goal, so that doesn't help us in the scoring situation.
Okay. Do you know who I'm putting down for that Middlesbrough goal?
Right.
He loves a banger.
Lewis Wing?
Is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Loves a banger, does win.
So
but
what am I saying?
Not enough for a victory. Has anybody played Wigan? Have you boys played them?
Yeah, we lost now.
I'm just wondering if I can get one from the back catalogue. Oh, I've got Charlton again.
Let's have a look.
Oh, we're going way back.
This is podcast gold, and it me just
Gold.
looking for his goals.
Oh, I thought I had it then, but that's not even the right team. Wigan. Windass. I'm having it. So, that is 4 games picked for meaty predictions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's like 8 predictions. You know the rules, Mr. Williams. Get your predictions to me before kick-off on Saturday. Or maybe you just fancy the Tuesday games and you want to get them to me before Tuesday. You want to lose those points? It's up to you. And let me know about dem bets.
We'll get them on.
Well, I've got money in my betting account, so I can put them on if necessary.
He'll do it.
I'm not sure he will.
I'll take a picture of the book and give it him at work tomorrow so he can get them on. Oh, you do it as you've got the book on a camera phone.
Look, it's right there.
So I think that's it.
Well,
So short and sweeter. Hang on.
I was going through it and I was like, right, okay, so we can talk about last week, we can talk about the games, we can do the predictions. Not much point doing a quiz. Unless you want a freebie.
I was going to say,
you could just answer all the questions and go like, well, there's nobody here to oppose me, so that's...
No, and annoyingly, we were looking at a transfer window special quiz, weren't we?
We were. There was going to be a juicy transfer window special quiz. But
I have to save that for September now for the next transfer window.
September.
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, short and sweet. Sorry, you've been left with just me.
I'm sure they'll survive.
Yeah.
That's it from me, unless you've got anything. Unless you've remembered anything from the magic of last week.
No.
Okay. If anybody else wants to send us a prediction, please do. Or if you want to tell us what you're betting on this week. It doesn't have to be Forest and Middlesbrough. It could be anything. Do you reckon Man U were going to win?
I'm not good. I'm no good. I got asked my advice on someone's last man standing.
Okay.
So, are you familiar with the concept of last man standing? So you all get in a group. I don't know how many. I don't know if there's a limit, but let's say there's like 8 of you. And every week you pick out. I think Paul might have explained this on the thing. Every week you pick out a team to win, and then let's say 3 people's teams wins and 6 people's team losses. Those 3 proceed to the next week, and then they pick another team that's definitely going to win. And you keep going until only one person is left. Last man standing. He gets the pot.
Boom.
So Tom had asked me for my last man standing this week. He's like, I don't fancy the Premier League games. I'm like, no. She's like, what about Championship? I stupidly said, out of all those games, I think the one team that's definitely going to win this weekend is Leeds. So Tom did not take my prediction. No. He went out on his own. He said Rotherham. So I'm just gonna look that up now, just for my own benefit, as to whether Rotherham won.
Was this last weekend?
This was a Saturday, yeah. So Rotherham did win. They won 3-2. So Tom is clearly still in his last man standing. So what we've learnt from that is, if you want predictions, Tom sat here and not me.
I'd actually wondered about putting out the bat signal and getting Thomas to come. Football.
When was the last time you saw Tom on a podcast? Was it your very first podcast?
I think he did this. Was Paul the second one?
He was very early doors as Tom.
Tom was like the 3rd one, and then Tom came again, and then he did an NFL one, and then disappeared into the night, like some kind of vampire.
Got better things to do, Mr. Quinn.
Right, let's pull the plug.
See you later. Thanks for sticking with me.
Thanks for sticking with me.
You'll get your lovely Paul back next week, maybe, unless he's died of pink eye and or coronavirus.
Thank you. Bye. So there you go then. What do you think to that? Another week done. Another week in the bag. No Mr. Williams, obviously, but we still manned it and we still did it. YouTube watchers, make sure YouTube subscribers, like, share, comment, share with your friends. How about that? Everybody jump over to the Cookiecast.com. Check us out over there. Send us some love. So there we go. Another week gone, another week of the season down, and another week to look forward to. Until next time, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then. Bye.